Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage stand-up comedian Joseph Robert Buckley!
Yeah, how you guys all doing tonight, yeah? You know, I'd say my wife loves me doing this, but I don't have a wife. I hear the bread's really good here, right? You know, it's like Panera. So I'm gonna try out some new werewolf-related jokes on y'all, okay? So, how many werewolves does it take to screw in a light bulb? I don't know. They ate the guy counting. Yeah, okay. So, why did the rich werewolf die? He was trying to eat his cereal with a silver spoon. Yeah, I'm doing great. Alright, so, what happens to a werewolf during puberty? His voice gets deeper, he gets all hairy, and he starts jerking off to girl on dog porn.
What?
Yeah, see, it's kind of funny. Yeah, I know, you know what I'm talking about, right? I bet you jerked off the dog porn.
Not funny.
Yeah. Alright, I'll give you guys another one.
Wrap it up, fatty.
So why was the werewolf sent to prison? He was accused of being a pupophile. Alright, fine, I'll tell another clean one. It seems you guys like that. So, what's the difference between me and a werewolf?
Wolves don't have tits.
You'll never catch a werewolf getting himself off with barbecue sauce.
You fucking suck.
God damn! Fuck you, I'm the comedian! No, it's alright. Let's have some fun again. So, what did the Terminator say after he got bitten by a werewolf? I'll be back. I knew you Mongoloids would love that one. So, Little Red Riding Hood walks into her grandma's bedroom. She hears her grandma making some awful noises under the covers. She says, "Oh, Grandma, what a deep voice you have." And she says, "Shut the f*** up!" She then flips over and starts bouncing up and down under the covers. Little Red Riding Hood says, "Oh, Grandmother, what a big back you have." Grandmother says, "Seriously, now shut the f*** up and get out!" And then Grandma farts very loudly and shoots 3 apples out of her gaping apple. Little Red Riding Hood says, "Oh, Grandmother, what a prolapsed rectum you have." So Grandmother throws off the blanket to reveal that she's been 69ing with the big bad wolf. She shouts, "This dog's dick is the closest thing to a good fucking I've had since your grandpa died in Nam."
Get off the fucking stage.
Oh, fuck you. Yeah, no, fuck me, fuck you. Yeah. You wanna see my impression of you? I'm done.
Welcome to the mortifying Malevolent movies, a horror review show with Benevolent Buckley. Along with some friends, he's gonna watch some trash, so stick around and catch what they'll see.
Believe it or not, I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to see you. I'm ready to watch some movies, watch some independent cinema, and really celebrate people's voices, people's visions on, well, not celluloid, but on digital. All right. Fuck, it's Uncork'd again. Damn it. Today's movie, all of that goodwill I was just feeling right at that fucking door. It's all gone. Dark Moon Rising is today's movie. It's another Uncork'd entertainment. Dude, do you have stock in Uncork'd Entertainment? Are you friends? Is this like a family thing?
They did contact me, yes.
It's like the 5th Uncork'd Entertainment movie we're watching.
No,
admittedly, it's got a pretty cool cover. You got the werewolf on top of their hand crawling out of his mouth. Tagline is "Pray for the sunrise," but then the back,
there's no images.
No, it's just like they ran out. We'll quickly just type up a synopsis. So here we go. Dark Moon Rising. A group of shape-shifting werewolves descend upon a small town in search of a mysterious girl who is reborn once every 2,000 years in order to save their species from the brink of extinction. They must capture her before she becomes a full-fledged werewolf and reclaim her place as the alpha species. They will kill anyone that gets in their way in order to destroy her and save their own. So it's like, sounds like it's got like a cultish vibe to it. There's going to be there's a prophecy involved, extinction, werewolves, and the disc. Also just black with a barcode on it, and the title of the film just typed into it. Uncork'd Entertainment really shit the bed when it comes to packaging on this one. I'm disappointed, guys.
They might not have had the funds after the first one.
Yeah,
they just had to do that.
They spent all their money on that cover, and then it was like, meh. No, but I do like, I think Prom Ride was the same way. Blu-ray disc, written out on the Blu-ray case. But here's the problem, though. There are very few really good werewolf movies.
Oh, I can think of like maybe 5.
You know, you've got The Wolfman, you've got American Werewolf in London, The Howling,
Ginger Snaps.
You know, some would say Ginger Snaps,
I like
Dog
it.
Soldiers, but really...
That's it. That's pretty much it.
Really, there aren't a whole lot of great werewolf movies.
They're all garbage.
The fact that, you know, this is a low budget, I pretty guarantee you, below $50,000 werewolf movie.
It's not looking good.
I'm not feeling good about this.
Holy crap. Can we render that on a 64?
Clip art.
You know what? If you write a tanker on fire into your script, you motherfucker, make sure you get the budget for a tanker you can set on fire. These indie filmmakers, I'm sick of it. You're writing outside of your wheelhouse. I'm already mad. Dark Moon Rising has been on a minute.
Wow.
All right, so today we watched a movie called Dark Wolf Rising. What was it called? So we watched a horrible movie called Dark Moon Rising. Again, from Justin Price, the auteur. Where do we begin on this one? It was essentially it was a mishmash of a lot of different styles, a lot of different other things that exist. It was Twilight.
Is this for real?
And it was Underworld. It was
Music videos.
Music videos.
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat. It was just a mashup of a whole lot of different things that already exist and exist in a better form. So the movie starts out. There's a woman who turns into a werewolf, and then some other guys show up and kill her. I think
I can't
it was
remember
hard
if
to
she
see.
died
It was
or not. It was
it was
very
bare.
dark.
It was very dark. I could barely see it. And then we cut to a party. Well, no, there's a big opening credit
me.
sequence.
Joe, fucking.
Sorry.
And so then we have this big opening credit sequence. It's where we see Eric Roberts is going to be in the movie. So I got kind of excited there because I'm a big fan of Eric Roberts, especially his early movies, Papa Greenwich Village, Star 80, that sort of thing. Best of the best.
I love that they put their names in the beginning intro, like because the names don't mean anything at all right now. Like Mark.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be able to match that.
I don't know
We don't
Mark
know
is.
who the fuck Mark
Eric
is.
Roberts! Wait a minute, Justin Price. That's why there's nothing on the back. Because they knew if I would have seen it was another Justin Price movie.
Yep, thrown it in the garbage.
Then we cut to there's a party. There's some sort of half-ass party.
Who didn't make it in the intro credits?
Who are all these names?
That's what I'm saying.
These aren't actors.
Are
What
these the extras?
Damn it, Justin Price. Damn it. Bunch of kids just dancing around, and we meet what ends up being our lead actor.
Chase, what are you doing out here, bro? It's a major panty fest inside.
No, dude.
It's literally the Temple of Poon inside there, and you're out here talking to yourself.
Butt buddies.
Butt buddies.
Did you say butt fuck?
You look like a brain-dead mule or something.
When? Gotta go.
Man, don't do this to me, man. Not right now. Come on. At least grab a titty or something.
I mean, he's very stereotypical looking. He's got the swooped haircut, very emo. Looked like he was in the Simple Plan at some point.
I can't think of a single thing he does for the first 70 minutes of the movie. Like, literally.
I can't think of anything he does.
He
at
sweats.
all.
He sweats. Everybody in this movie is sweaty.
I think it's a metaphor.
Is he golden?
Everybody's sweating.
Yeah.
Justin Price spent too much money on CG wolves. Not enough
enough
money
on
on air
AC.
conditioning. It was a very hot day in California or Texas, wherever they shot this movie.
Uganda.
They do better movies than that.
That's true.
least grab a titty or something.
We find out in the first scene that the roommate is talking to the lead. The lead's been gone. He's been elsewhere for a while. He's back in town. He's taking classes at a local college where they're talking about werewolves for some reason.
I think in many ways the lichen is the prey.
Very good. Good, Chase. What an interesting young man here. In the over 2,000-year history of this story, no one has ever gotten the metaphor correct.
No one, they just go to hunting this. No one's ever gotten the werewolf metaphor correct.
So from there, God, it's really hard. It's really hard.
Zach, what happens next?
I literally don't remember. Like, that's the problem is I don't remember. You said, like, a girl at the beginning gets turned into a werewolf. I don't remember that.
I don't remember
well, it's
who
hard
she
to see.
was.
Remember, because she was a CG. We were laughing about it.
Oh, that's right.
There was CG dust.
They couldn't even afford dust.
I bet, my God.
Wait, 4?
Next up was the train track makeout scene.
Oh, the train track makeout
yeah.
scene. Yeah, there's like that typical makeout scene. You got like the girl and the guy they're making out. He's like, oh, I gotta go outside. Then like he gets attacked, and then it's like, oh, what attacked him? She doesn't know. So then she gets spooked by his friend, who's got a video camera, and he like climbs in the car. And then she gets spooked again by her boyfriend. He climbs in the car, and then they're gonna have like, I don't know if they're gonna have. It's not really established. Are they gonna have a threesome, or is this other dude just gonna jerk off?
I think he's just
gonna jerk off.
I think the other guy's just gonna sniff the air.
Yeah, get that shit, bro.
Something rips off the doors. You get your first of 2 convincing practical effects. Probably 2. I think there's only 2 effects in the entire movie that I could think of, like 2 practical effects.
That somebody didn't do on a MacBook. Damn it, Justin Price. Damn it.
And it's the same thing twice, though, isn't it?
Right. It's almost all. It's the same
blood.
thing. Yeah. Well, no, the first one is like being pulled. It's a spray too, but he's being pulled under the car. There's a 4th friend. The second one's a throat thing.
Okay.
Real blood.
Okay. I didn't hate that.
Yeah.
Surprising.
We can keep up with the camera.
Meanwhile, on the brightest day of all time.
And I don't even remember why that scene's in there. Like, I don't
know what
to
that had to do
establish
with
that. I don't know.
Just to kill, I guess. I don't know, to show that the werewolves out there killing people. Then we cut to some random girl sitting in an alleyway. She gets up, she has a stomach ache. She runs down the alley. It makes all the cars' windows explode.
What? Same feeling as before. Why can't I control it? What's happening to me?
But I liked that effect. I thought that was, or the concept, not the effect. The effect was fucking garbage. Yeah. But the actual concept of it, I kind of liked. Then we cut to the kid is getting out of school, the lead character, and some pale girl walks up to him and invites him to go to
the bridge.
A party. Once she invites him to a party, and then we're hearing her internal monologue for some reason.
We have literature together. I sit 3 rows down from you. I sit 3 rows down from you? Stalk much, Amy? Way to come off like a weirdo.
Wait, is this her inner monologue going?
Are we getting an inner monologue from an extra?
Nice save, Amy. And we're back in the game.
So I assume she was going to be an important character. We end up seeing her only one more time in the movie.
Oh, wait.
Pale girl.
That's the girl from earlier.
Sweaty as fuck, too, because it's hot in there.
Yeah.
She invites him to a party that night, and she also invites him to some old bridge. So he's like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
He splits, goes to the bridge right away. He's just not wasting any time. When he's at the bridge, he sees the girl from the alleyway putting her clothes back on. I don't know what she was doing.
Just river washing.
She's river washing.
Doing the old river washing.
Is it the same girl as before?
So, but then she goes up to him and grabs him and is like, what are you looking at me? You're peeping Tom. And now begins a relationship.
Don't turn around.
Or else I'll get stomach problems again.
They end up going to the party together. ditching the pale girl.
Dark Moon Rising is essentially, it's the beginning of a franchise, essentially, like a live action anime film. From most of the comments that we've had so far for Dark Moon Rising, the feedback has been we had no clue what was going to happen. And again, most of it may seem nonsensical, but it's on purpose and intentional.
Hi, I'm personal attorney Joseph Buckley. That man you just saw passed away from JPF, Justin Price Filmophilioma. Have you or a loved one recently watched a Justin Price film?
At least grab a titty or something.
If so, you may be entitled to financial compensation. For more information, please visit our legal defense website, victimsofjustinpricefilms.net, or call our office at 1-800-555-FUJP. My services are very expensive, so please call today.
They end up going to the party together, ditching the pale girl.
Is that his roommate from before?
Yeah.
Recurring characters, nice.
Hey Chase, where are you, man?
That always works in the club.
Hey buddy, where are you?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Chase. Hey, can you turn the music down? I gotta find my buddy.
Does everybody in this club know that they're allowed to dance? Has anyone told them that?
I think I'd be good in the club because I would just get on the ground and roll.
That goes over really well in the clubs, Joe. Yeah. I've been to a couple of clubs. And
Yeah, I'll be dating somebody by the end.
How long are you gonna be in the club?
Oh, wait, until they close at least. And then they'll have to throw me out because I don't leave for anyone.
And you'll get a date on the way out?
Yeah.
Or?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'll be impressed.
What would you wear to the club?
I don't know, probably just some boxers.
Then they leave the party and they're running down the street. Again, nothing makes sense. There's not any reason to believe. I don't know why they run down the street. There's nothing saying, hey, let's go out of here and run down the street. It's cardio. There's no, that's my problem with this movie is it's hard to tell you what happens because all it was scene. Because there's no explanation. It was just like the 13th Friday. It just goes from scene to scene to scene to scene to scene, but it doesn't make any goddamn sense. The only person who knows the story is the person who's writing it, but he forgot to let the rest of us know what the story is. Nothing to, bridge those scenes. There was no
cohesion.
It was edited in a way that's completely just out of context. Every single scene is out of context,
Yeah.
and the movie has two editors, so I think that's a problem.
It was also
Mr. Sushi and Mr. Floppy,
X.
Mr. X.
X was gonna
It was also shot and written in a way that doesn't make sense either. So it's like when you put all that together, it's garbage. It's overall garbage.
Was I dreaming of you? You can't be real.
That's some bullshit. This whole thing is garbage.
It's so, and that's the problem with a lot of these films we've been watching. They're so poorly put together. They're unmemorable. It's like I can sit here. You show me The Godfather. You show me any quality movie. It doesn't
we can
even
do the dialogue.
I can tell you what happens. I can be like, oh, because it's compelling and boom, 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 and then he does this and this. These are just so sloppily thrown together that it's hard. Literally 5 minutes after watching the movie, I can't remember how it starts and what happens. Never in my life have I forgotten a movie before it's even over yet.
Right.
I can't remember anything that's happened. It's a fascinating psychological thing. I don't know if it's my brain protecting me from this.
It's like watching your uncle do pornography. Nobody wants to see that.
Or what, but it's really hard to remember what happens after we watch these movies. They are that poorly put together. They're completely unmemorable, which I think is the worst sin a movie can do.
Well,
they're bad, but they're bad in a way that is it's hard to remember. They're unremarkably bad.
I think what this is one of those old school psychology experiments where they would just electrocute a child until it was afraid of spoons, and then this is the electrocution.
There's another party happening in the woods, sort of like a kegger or something, bonfire. There's an entire plot line on the back of this, none of which has been touched yet. There hasn't been any talk of a 2,000-year-old girl or a mysterious, extinction, any of this. But they all got sharp teeth. And they're all, so it's like, oh, these are monsters, these are werewolves. And then they kill a bunch of people.
Yeah, no, I think what it is, it's like the trick-or-treat werewolf scene where they invite a bunch of slobs to a party and then they kill them off.
I don't think that's at all.
I heard you guys were werewolves.
Gecko, make yourself useful.
Let's not play with our food.
Hey, Hey there, Ryan. It's your good buddy, Joe Buckley. I just wanted to interrupt this review for a moment to point out that you were fucking wrong, you slack-jawed moron! I was right and you were wrong. It was just like the same from Trick or Treat. What do you think about that, huh, you fuckhead? Yeah, for a movie reviewer, you're not very good at watching them, are ya?
Oh yeah, this movie is incredibly hard to hear.
Yeah.
Not necessarily because of bad, sound design, but because the actors I can't hear them. I can't fucking hear what they're saying because they're either trying to be raspy and scary, like, yeah.
That might be for the main one.
It's feeding time.
Or they're like,
werewolves and vampires.
Yeah, everyone else is just far too quiet, and then the sound effects are far too loud, so you turn down the movie for the sound effects, and then you can't hear the actors.
I don't think you fully understand that. I don't know what you're talking about. Why are you real?
oh, and then there's constantly this terrible, music popping in. It's like this really bad, shitty Evanescence-esque.
No, I have blanked out. My thought process the entire time was
this is the hardest part.
That's not right. What?
Can you have PTSD during the event? Like, can you get it? Like, just have it.
I went to see Ant-Man and the Wasp over the weekend. I can still tell you everything that happens in that movie, beat, scene. Well, at one point he looks in the mirror and he turns in, you get like a Snapchat filter, werewolf face.
But that was before he even got bit or anything. That was like a weird, like,
I don't think he's ever, they never got bit at
he
any
got
time.
teleported from, remember he was vomiting up water? She teleported him to like a river.
Oh, yeah.
I can see everything you're hearing right now.
I was just gonna say.
Oh, shit.
Oh, nice.
Look, he's floating.
He is floating.
If you don't have the budget, don't write it in your script. If you don't have the budget, don't write it in your script. And then he's back in class.
And then he gets teleported to class, he's vomiting water. And then he like runs to the bathroom, and the worst effect that you could actually put in a movie and like somehow, like some reason you'd leave it in the movie. I don't understand it.
Okay. Can I go?
What was it? It was a picture of him, and he tore through it like it was paper, only it was CGI.
Yeah.
And the worst part about it was, it would have been much better if they'd gotten a piece of construction paper and had it just rip through it. It would have looked much
like
more
two
realistic.
cheerleaders, one on either side, and he just runs through. He's like, werewolf now.
Yeah.
Like, it would have been fine. But it wasn't that. It was even worse than that.
So at one point, I can't tell you how we get there. At some point, Eric Roberts finally shows up.
This whole movie was edited in paint. I can guarantee that.
I am getting it.
Hey, Eric Roberts!
Yay!
I'm excited. Here's Eric Roberts. Here we go.
He creeps out.
He just literally creeps out. They're talking in the middle of a field. All of a sudden, Eric Roberts comes running in, feathered hair.
He saunters over. He doesn't run.
He walks in. Hey, guys. Remember when he was on like celebrity rehab because he was addicted to vaping weed?
Chang ching chong me.
And he's racist.
I was gonna say, pump the brakes, Eric Roberts. I'm just climbing.
Yeah, no, that wasn't even scripted. Yeah, he just saw a Mexican walk by. Yeah, it didn't even make sense. It was awful.
So they go into Eric Roberts' house. He tells this very tearful monologue back when he was in Vietnam. He was a long-haired hippie and a soldier at the same time somehow.
The Vietnam War.
Is that what the kids are calling them these days?
Chang ching chong me.
The American War. Sometimes you gotta spit it out because it's too hot.
And there's a werewolf attack, and he never forgets it, and he's scared and all this stuff, but he's also a werewolf hunter. So he gives the girl and the main guy a bit of a crash course in how to shoot.
Yeah, they kill a naked man.
A bow. No, that's later.
We need to prepare.
What the fuck?
Yeah, for a movie reviewer, you're not very good at
watching them, are ya?
Talk about a hot take. Talk about a slam cut.
No, but you can see his balls and cock.
Oh, there it is.
He became a werewolf hunter just so he knows where they are at all times,
Yeah.
so he can avoid them.
So-
afraid.
He's like at Jewel, like pushing his cart of groceries. He's like, I gotta get out of here. I can sense werewolves.
I'm gonna wrap up Eric Roberts' whole part in this movie
Yeah.
real quick. We see him again. He does training again.
Is this the second target practice scene?
Yeah.
I hope there's another mostly nude man, just like here in the woods. It's like it's a nude man farm. They've been growing these things for weeks. They're finally ripe.
They kill some naked werewolf guy outside. His balls are swinging out his ass. We see his butthole, and Joe claims we saw buttholes. Sometimes Joe sees buttholes that aren't there.
No.
You see buttholes that aren't always there,
You didn't
Joe.
see like his butthole exactly, but you definitely saw his balls and a slight cockhead
See?
on the bottom.
You know how some people see floaters? There's like,
No!
Joe sees buttholes all the time.
No way. Shadows out of the side of your eyes.
Joe's like a guy
Completely
from Woodstock who took way too much acid and who's now a grandpa, and every once in a while he's sitting there enjoying things with his family, and boom, you know, he sees like a fucking dragon. Joe just sees gaping anuses.
No, that's completely wrong.
That is completely right. And the funny thing is, Joe's not even upset about seeing the gaping buttholes.
No.
It doesn't bother him.
No. I mean, that's tame now. I'd have to see it like stretched open to be upset.
So there it is.
Yeah, I don't think any of them. I think there's one werewolf in the movie. Honestly, I think just the guy with the Wolverine hair
To come into my home and disrespect me?
is a werewolf. The others don't. I don't think they ever transform.
Well, the girl does. There's the girl with the long nails.
Is she
sometimes
the one who did that weird walking?
Yeah, the seizure is like.
Okay.
Better run along like a good boy and let the adults talk.
What have you done to her?
None of these feel like there's the walk.
Look at that walk.
I like that.
In the arms of the angel, fly away from here.
They were like, we can afford to move one of these limbs. Which one do you want? And they're like, I don't know, front left. And they're just like, sure.
Yeah.
Like,
They only have budget to run one side of the body.
Yeah.
Now we can mirror it. So essentially, anyway, Eric
He was a good
Roberts
boy.
has a couple of scenes where he trains them, and then Eric Roberts is killed by one of the werewolf women, and that's the end of Eric Roberts.
nice. You can almost barely tell that one's garbage.
Uh-oh, is Eric Roberts gonna get killed by a werewolf?
That's impossible. He's got 4 weapons right there.
And a knife.
But he doesn't have the knife. But unfortunately, he lost the key to the because he was vaping all the weed.
How's I gonna break that glass?
My only weakness, glass. Yeah.
He's allergic to glass.
Yeah. Thank God the chair was there.
Yeah.
Almost went right in the fireplace.
Yeah, you can definitely tell he did not want to get blood on his clothes.
Eric
'cause
Roberts
he
probably
doesn't-
was on the movie about a day and a half.
Joe,
Twice.
give us a eulogy.
Oh, okay. So Aaron Roberts.
Do you know what a eulogy is?
No. I was gonna mention, like all the great things he did for charity and stuff. He was a good man, right? And no, that's mine.
Did you say Aaron Rodgers?
His now.
No, Aaron Rodgers.
No, that's
Roberts.
Eric Roberts.
Quarterback for the Packers.
Okay.
Did you say Aaron Rodgers or did you say Eric Roberts?
Either one is fine.
Okay.
But see, the thing of it is,
It doesn't matter.
yeah,
It's funny.
He was a beautiful man. He had a beautiful heart, and I'm just really upset. I'm really upset he died, and I just wish maybe he had lived a bit longer to tell his tales of seafaring and online adventures.
Okay.
Yeah. But they're like, oh, we're hanging out, and then she's like, let's go get some air.
Oh, Waxman is doing one of his 3 poses. He's laying down in front of an AC
oh,
unit.
that's right. He's sleeping. And she
Yes.
just shows up. She's like, let's go get some air. And he's like, okay. And then they go and they get tacos.
This is so good.
She loses her cool on this little chubby boy who's like, not even, I don't think he's actually looking at her, but she loses her cool and she's like, get out of here.
What are you looking at?
I love how passive the mom is about that. Oh, did you just, I'm sorry, did you yell at my kid? I wasn't paying attention.
And the old thumb across the throat. You get a half a point for that. That looks like a steak taco. I see a little bit of lime
There's
there.
some lime there. That's the best part about this movie so far is
Just looking at the food.
It does look, oh, and she doesn't even fucking.
And
I don't know. They like get in his car and there's like a very precariously placed just cup of water. Like
Shades
it's
of
about to be
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park shit. Like, and she's like, now channel your inner.
I don't
No,
know.
I want to say
your brain.
I want to say Patronus.
Yeah,
That's
just
what
use your
it fucking
Patronus.
was.
Yeah, and then the worst CGI. This is the worst, right? We can unanimously, or well,
This is the worst overall set piece, if you want to call it that.
And think about any place in the world you want to travel to. It can be an idea, a place, a dream.
You can't travel to an idea.
Yeah.
No, it's like the Page Master. It's fine.
I want to travel to feminism.
I hope he just travels to the classroom again, just sitting in.
Speechless. This is great.
Fuck you, Dark Moon Rising. Look at this.
Are they like on the car? Because he's like looking up at him.
I don't know.
Look at her clearly trying to shake it.
At some point, you know,
that was a fucking
Justin
Cheeto.
Price and Mr. Sushi, Mr. X, and Billy Club, and whoever else worked on this movie were sitting around a monitor. That's fucking good, guys. That's good.
Yeah.
I love what you did. I love what you did there. Fucking Dark Moon Rising. And Uncork'd Entertainment's like, yeah, whatever. We'll take it. Deer running around. They run up here. They run here. They're running up. The walls are upside down. One of them's dancing, doing the moonwalk. They're fucking everywhere, and it's terrible. The whole movie, they're just constantly, training sequences where she's showing him how to do shit, and there's like fireflies and moons and woods and obviously green screen because at one point you can see the reflection of the green screen on the kid's hand. There's a lot of this shit is what it is. It's just shit. Pray for the sunrise. Praying for the credit rise. Fuck! You know what? I'll give it to him. There's a lot of idea, much like his Justin Price's other movie. There's a lot of ideas. There's a lot of bits, but it's all just so poorly executed.
Oh, the moon realm shows up after the deer stampede.
The moon realm. So again, it's a training sequence. She's showing him, you can do this, and you got the power in you, and you're the chosen one. There's a lot of that kind of bullshit we've seen in about a zillion other movies before.
See, I think this would have been a lot better if it was like Harry Potter werewolves. Like, they have to go to werewolf school.
Yeah.
But they were all werewolves, so just all like hairy and like they have to shave. Like, the line for the razor is like a mile long in this school.
You know, I don't honestly, this movie, you can't call them werewolves anymore. This is it's not werewolves.
Next thing is they go to the club again.
Oh yeah,
that's right.
And this is the things.
Right.
Oh yeah, so there's another club scene.
I know someone that can help you, but you have to trust me.
I don't know why I expect. Is there a robot now? And people are. I think people dance in this one. There, the other club scene, everyone's standing around sweating. And this one, they start dancing, and they're the pale girl. The second time we see the pale girl, who really is the linchpin to this entire thing, because had the pale girl not invited the Hot Topic boy to go to the old school bridge, he wouldn't have ran into the lead werewolf girl, and then zibba zibba zibba. We wouldn't have Dark Moon of the Werewolf, which would have been totally okay with me. The worst things in this world are all in this movie.
Yeah.
The worst clothes, the worst trends, the worst ideas, the worst acting, the worst directing, everything that sucks about the world. Fuck!
Yeah.
But anyway, the pale girl's there. She's being threatened by werewolves, and all of a sudden those werewolves kill everybody in the club. That is the worst face I've ever seen in my life.
Carnival.
It was better than
the
this.
carnival scene? Oh, this is the most believable part.
But now we're getting to the
ever.
climax of the film.
Yeah.
We, the rising action, the rising of the Dark Moon is rising, and we get to a carnival scene, which is fun because it was a real working carnival. I believe they just told everybody to not look at the camera. All the people enjoying the carnival, and everybody was looking at the camera.
Exactly.
Waving at the camera.
Effect.
Extras are waving at the camera.
Yeah.
He just goes, what's she doing?
The guy's roommate shows, lead character's roommate shows up. They go on a ride.
Yeah.
All right. The movie stops in its tracks so we can watch.
You know, I have been thinking, for the first half of this movie, I kept thinking to myself, I really wish there was a moment where they would just get away from the plot.
Yeah.
Just, they've had too much of the plot, let's get away from it and just hang out for a bit.
the Wolverine werewolf character shows up, but now he's celestial. He's a celestial being. His name is Roscoe, the Mighty King, or I don't know. They give him name tags all of a sudden.
I'm Gecko.
Like, why is she here? Oh, because now we're using fucking subtitles.
Because the actress mumbled.
Their characters spread out. So you got the lead kid, he's fighting the Wolverine character who's got the name of Gecko, captain of the Leprechauns. And then you've got the blonde girl. We haven't even brought her up because it's pointless because we have no fucking idea who she is.
Yeah, I don't know.
She keeps popping up in the movie, but she's a good girl.
She has to be like a hunter.
Yeah. Then you've got the lead kid. He's finally embraced that he's some sort of monster and his eyes glow and he's fighting the lead Wolverine character in the most awful, ridiculous, hilarious fight scene.
Come on!
And it announces his moves.
The drill.
Sting of the Scorpion.
The tightest.
Venom strike. No one's ever survived my Venom strike. And the reason no one's ever survived my Venom strike, listen closely, this is very important. And the reason no one's ever survived my Venom strike is because the Venom is directly linked to my heartbeat.
And that is how photosynthesis is done. Then you see a shot where the sun goes down, the moon comes up, the moon goes down. And that is how the Civil War ended.
You're all ready for your SAT. Go away, champ.
At no point did the movie get improved by any of the special effects.
No.
They get literally never where they was a special effect implemented that made the movie any better.
No, and then so the lead guy is fighting, and first he's winning, then he's losing, then he's fighting, then he's losing. It's a dance, if you will. And then the blonde girl, like, what's happening? What is going on? Is she got a stomach ache? What happened?
she got really bad case of food poisoning.
All the time.
She got kicked in the ovaries.
And then the main female lead. The fuck was she doing all that time?
What werewolf shapeshifter has fake powers?
Fine, it's modern.
That's actually Eric Roberts in the back.
They're like, we'll include it.
Don't mind me, I'm just watching.
And then she's just like KO'd, right? And then she gets knocked out during the fight, right? Because he actually references her in the fight. He's like when he's explaining like the poison. He's like, the best part is she's got it in her too, which I don't know if that's the best part of it. Like, there's not really. I don't know.
Maybe they were just like pumping it in through the ducts like Saw.
They've been sneaking into their food for months.
It's been a very long con. The Wolverine guy keeps stopping the fight to give these long, laborious, awful monologues where he's like,
"And I challenge you."
That's why he's in the fucking movie.
That's why.
Because he can do a fucking front. We figured it out.
What you feel now, coursing through your veins. My Venom strike. My Venom strike. My Venom strike. Listen closely.
that brings us to Atari 2600. It was a dark day for home entertainment. And then they continue to fight. Eventually, the main girl shows up. He gets scared. He's like, "Oh, you're the blah, blah, blah." I don't even know what they were saying. And
just mumbling.
And she kills him.
Oh my god.
I'm surprised they haven't run out of their budget for this garbage CGI.
Half action serpent attack.
Did he just say the name of the attack he was doing?
Yes, he did.
Like a fucking video game.
Venom strike.
These are like those fucking college humor Batman fucking skits.
Venom strike. Roundhouse? I don't know. I'm out of stuff.
I call this one the Pharaoh.
And then, like, yeah, he just is like, and then she cuts his throat, which is the best practical effect.
Oh, that's right. His death scene is the other good
And just,
practical effect. Yes,
Just like explosion. Oh, wow. There it is. Some actual practical effects.
Not terrible. And then next thing you know, it cuts to our lead standing in some random basement, and then he's like, yeah, he gives a cocky eyebrow cock or a smile, and the movie's over. And then
I think he runs out of the building, and then the movie ends.
Well, this is it? Is this the end?
What the fuck?
Well, he's too busy shooting the next 4 movies. He's putting out for Uncork'd.
Yeah. He needed to get some footage of
Maybe
like
his
some
uncle
girl's
run.
feet.
Hey, Justin. Did your uncle run Uncork'd? I mean, that's cool. I'm not judging, man, because you're getting shit done. All right, you're hustling. Make one good movie instead of 15 shitty ones. All right, put all that work, get all your friends, one good movie. I'm rooting for you, Justin. I'm rooting for you.
And yet I have a feeling we're about to be in a huge beef.
Yeah.
I'll punch him. I don't
Or
care.
maybe he'll come on the show.
Oh,
Hey, I would love it, man.
Yeah,
I
let's give him a
respect the
watching
fact that you're
episode.
getting things done. It's just, come on. All right, Joe. So, what's the movie called? Dark Moon Rising?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so there it is. That is Dark Moon Rising from 2015. Joe, on a scale from malevolent to benevolent, what do you give Dark Moon Rising?
I mean, the feeling I had watching this is like the feeling I had as a child whenever I was just looking at light bulbs for like 10 to 30 minutes. Because I just like that feeling of like the light in your eye, and you just move it and it's cool. But this wasn't cool. I think this is like just like watching a molestation happen. I didn't like this. I would give this Malevolent.
Is that M apostrophe levelant?
No, it's missing the E because I don't think it deserves.
So you like the thing?
No, I don't.
Well, then.
I thought, but not. Malevolent. It's garbage. It's bad. It's bad movie. Huh? It's just bad. Don't make movies if you just quit movies. Like apply at Jewelers, at Target. I don't know. Just stop, please.
I don't know how I'm going to clear this movie out of my brain. This is going to be stuck here forever. My psychiatrist is not going to be able to help. No amount of medication is going to get it out. Thank you. This is fucking malevolent.
Well, I'm gonna have to go malevolent. However, I will say there's a lot of imagination. There's a lot of goodwill. Like, you're trying. I know you're not just trying to put out shit. There's a lot of work that's been going into these movies. I don't know where it goes wrong. So it's malevolent because it's fucking terrible. But I do appreciate that there were attempts at a mythology of sorts, and there was a lot, there is a love of trying to tell a story. And I think if you keep trying, and you keep trying, and you keep trying, maybe someone else writes a script, and you keep trying, there's a watchable movie in there somewhere, in you somewhere. So, but I'm still saying it's malevolent, but I'm not as stick it in, break it off as I have been in previous Malevolence.
Well, here's the thing,
but it still pissed me off in many ways.
I mean, Ed Gein had a good imagination, but people can't just let him make what he wants to.